Welcome to the breach, Underlord. This stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack. Fortunately for you, their commander, Lord O'Theland, is a vacuous sort who will throw his troops at your dungeon without strategy or order. I can think of no better time for you to learn how to build defenses for your dungeon. But to do this, you'll first need a foundry. Open the veins of evil and unlock it now. Foundry, unlocked. Build one now and your minions will be happy to create defenses for your dungeon. You have discovered a gateway. To plan your dungeon, why not use the prophecy spell to clear the fog of war and scout the surrounding terrain? You've discovered a gold shrine. Your vaults cannot store any more gold. Your workers can be a mindless bunch, and will continue to claim territory until you command them otherwise. Use impasse flags to limit their movement. Impasse has two modes. One to prevent your workers from claiming beyond the marked area, and another that will prevent them from traveling over the tiles completely. To dismiss an impasse flag, simply give it a slap. Or right-click the icon to dismiss all impasse flags at once. You'll need an archive and cultists in order to research that artifact. You've claimed a perception shrine. A Chanda has entered your dungeon. A Chanda has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the foundry, this gassy creature will joyfully launch the fetid contents of its stomach to attack. Your other minions would do well to stay a few steps back. You've claimed a gold shrine. Your minions' needs are not being met, Underlord. Build them the basic rooms they require.
Let's get cracking.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon. The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger. Open the veins of evil and unlock the Blade Lotus. The Blade Lotus is a spinning flower of destruction that tears nearby enemies into shredded flesh as it pushes them away. To build defenses for your dungeon, you need simply to lay their blueprints upon a claimed tile. Your minions will work to craft defense parts within your foundry, which will then be ferried off by your workers to construct them. Select the Blade Lotus and build it upon the flashing tile. Insufficient lockable mana. A cultist has entered your dungeon.
Slice.
Blade Lotus complete. Splendidly done, Underlord. But see how some of your mana has been locked away. These defenses require a small portion of your mana in order to function. You will regain this locked mana when the defense is destroyed or sold. Many of the defenses you build can be toggled between two distinct modes, each with their own effects. Toggle the Blade Lotus by clicking it now. The Blade Lotus can be dropped into a hidden mode, which allows enemies to unknowingly pass over it. The perfect trap for retreating foes. Now click the Blade Lotus again to reactivate it. When active, the Blade Lotus will carve your enemies down to size, unless you're fighting those stinking dwarves, who will end up pint-sized. Due to its small size, the Blade Lotus is most effective in tight corridors. For a bit more firepower and range, you should consider the Bombard. This defense will launch flaming iron balls at any foe that mistakenly wanders too close, swiftly turning their bodies into broken vessels of blooded mash. Select the Bombard and build it upon one of the flashing tiles to the east of your dungeon core. Bombard complete. The Bombard can be placed into overdrive mode by clicking it, which will increase the speed at which it fires. However, each attack while in overdrive will damage the defense. Now that you have some offense, you should wall off your dungeon core to prevent your enemies from sneaking in and destroying it. Build a wooden door upon the flashing tile. The wooden door will slow the advance of your enemy for a short time. However, it can also be used to prevent your minions from wandering into haunted corridors or private baths. Wooden door complete. The wooden door can be toggled open and closed with a click. While closed, no minions may pass through unless the door is opened, destroyed, or sold. You've caught on quick, Underlord. Now put your murderous new talents to work. There's no doubt that the insipid Lord will soon learn of your presence and send his troops forth to die by your hand. In the meantime, you should continue to build defenses to protect your dungeon, adding any additional rooms you desire to diversify your army and improve your chances of survival. Should you wish to speed up the construction of your defenses, you can pick up defense parts from your foundry and drop them directly onto blueprints. Insufficient lockable mana. Bombard complete. You've identified an artifact of gold. It's time to pay your minions, Underlord. Your vaults are full of gold. Your coffers have been filled with additional gold. Blade Lotus complete. Bombard complete. You've discovered a gold shrine. Tagging it will allow your workers to mine unlimited wealth for your dungeon. If your coffers are full, or if you're afraid of how wealth might change you, you can always untag it with a second click.
This evil presence shall not stand up to my might! Rally straight forth to assault them, men!
How terribly kind of the nitwit to announce his attack. Prepare to defend the center line, Underlord. Bombard complete. Your dungeon walls are being excavated. Your blade lotus is under attack. Bombard complete.
What do you mean they're all dead? This threat is more serious than I thought. Give me a minute. I shall prepare a new plan of attack to thwart this devil.
Blade lotus complete.
I've got it! We shall attack from the north and the center simultaneously. That should bamboozle this unholy menace.
Scatter their bones for the rats to clean. Your blade lotus is under attack. Your bombard is under attack.
Kira's scepter! They've all been bested? Okay, hold on, I'm thinking.
Not enough mana.
Yes.
They'll certainly not expect this trick. Assault the center and the south. They'll never see us coming.
This blubbering dunce could have used a few firm lashes as a child. Insufficient mana. Chunder lost.
Let's open you up! Stand still! I'll kill you myself!
Not enough mana.
By the light! Have none of you had any training at all?
A Chunder is unhappy because it is tired. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Destroy the inhibitor swiftly. It lies open and undefended, but for that odious blackguard.
Swiftly, troops! Attack all three sides and we'll surely overwhelm them with our might. It's inconceivable that they'll survive this assault.
I haven't had this much fun in years.
Back thee away, Underlord! You shall not defile our lands with your vile taint!
You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Silence has never sounded quite so sweet. You have discovered a gateway.
I'll kill you myself!
You are out of mana.
Stand still!
Not enough mana. What a marvelous meat grinder you've constructed, Underlord. Let's hope your vault is brimming, Underlord. It is payday. Superbly executed. Before we move on, I must warn you, the next inhibitor comes with an unpleasant surprise. Fine work, Underlord. Now that Otheland and his cronies are a dehydrated paste, Let's move on with our assault and destroy the final inhibitor.